of the Irish National Liberation Army. The ideas and activism of Comrade Costello played an important part in my own political development and journey to understand the vision Connolly and Costello fought and died trying to create. A vision of a free and sovereign people and republic. All the collective resources, agricultural produce, factories, industry, financial systems, banks, credit unions, to be used for the maintenance of every citizen, creating equal opportunities for all. A republic in which all political power will rest in the capable hands of each citizen. All elected offices will exist to serve in the interests of every citizen of the nation, collectively and equally, for the enrichment of the nation and its citizens as one united entity. A democratically elected Republican judiciary, subject to the democratic control of the people, to serve in the interests of the people, to protect, not prosecute. A republic that's natural resources, all property, industry, technology, science, intellectual property and agricultural land are the collective property of every citizen. The socialism we embrace is a type that is scientific and progressive, uniquely Irish socialism. Our socialism should empower and liberate each citizen, whilst cherishing each individual as a unique and irreplaceable part of the collective society. A sustainable, stable, sovereign socialist republic, free from forced British, US or European Union interference. The occupation of the North remains a stain on the soul of the Irish nation. I was 16 years of age when the Irish Republican Socialist Party took the decision to oppose the treacherous Treaty of Good Friday 1998 that led to the creation of the Stormont Power Executive. We were correct in our analysis then, and we are correct now. The Good Friday Agreement is a sellout of republicanism and socialism. The British involved individual Republicans in the negotiations for peace process, but they cleverly did not involve Republicans. Not one Republican demand was met. Although the physical manifestations of the occupation in the North are now gone, the military installations on the border are torn down, the British Army for the most part are back in barracks, yet the cultural, economic, sectarian and social occupations still remain. Neoliberalism is the new weapon in Britain's arsenal. They are wielding it with great effect. MI5's intelligence gathering network has replaced the Sangers and the pillboxes on the border. It's a good job we don't look to the Free State plutocracy for hope or inspiration. We'll be sadly disappointed if we did. The European Central Bank, the European Union, the International Monetary Fund's tentacles reach deep into the fabric of society. The Irish ruling class, the bankers, developers, corporate business, large landowners, the so-called elite, are happy to steal the wealth of the Irish people for their own personal gain. They are the real criminals. The neoliberal class war against our people is raging all over the island, creating a privileged society for the wealthy and a broken society for the rest of us. If Comrade Costello was here today, he will be standing shoulder to shoulder with us in confronting the injustices being carried out against the Irish working class and working to create something better. We must always be moving towards the Workers' Republic, comrades, articulating our vision, offering our Republican Socialist political programme as the alternative. The Irish working class are beginning to wake up. Slowly but surely, a semblance of class consciousness is beginning to emerge. Many more people have seen through the sectarian Stormont institutions and executive, and many more people are confronting evictions and privatisation all around the Free State. We take this opportunity to welcome them to our side of the barricades. We must not let the ever-emerging disdain for the capitalist establishment be directed towards constitutional elections. There remains no parliamentary road to socialism. Socialism cannot be created by seizing the bourgeois state apparatus. It must be smashed. Yes, use elections tactically as a platform for a political programme. Use them as a weapon to undermine the people's confidence in the institutions of capitalism, to bring them tumbling down, as Comrade Costello once famously said. Real change will organically come from the streets, because social revolution requires the active participation of the masses, and therefore a socialist republic can only be established through the mass revolutionary actions of the working class. Identifying these potential critical moments and issues is paramount. Republican socialists must be prepared and capable to protect working class people when they're attacked by the state. Republican socialists will achieve our goals by any means necessary. We are not pacifists, comrade. If the political climate dictates that we have to fight, to use arms, then it will be welcome work. Although we do not enjoy mass support, we have been on the front line in standing shoulder to shoulder with those prepared to stand up against economic, social and cultural oppression. Either combating sectarian Orange Order parades in the north or standing on the street corner against the Garda and corporate thugs installing water meters, we will not be found wanting. The IRSP actively empower communities prepared to stand against injustice. As some of you all know, the Irish Republican Socialist Party has been firmly in the crosshairs of both states recently. In Derry City, Belfast, Dublin and Strabane, dozens of arrests, house raids, stops and searches, our party offices getting raided have been carried out by the PSNI and the Gardaí. This is proof enough, if more was needed, that Republican Socialists cannot follow the path of others in publicly supporting the PSNI or the Gardaí. The PSNI and the Gardaí are class collaborators. They will work against their own class interests. They are traitors doing the bidding of the wealthy, protecting the men of property. We have a message for them here today. You'll never ever break the Irish Republican Socialist movement. They have tried to destroy us for 41 years. They have assassinated our leaders and volunteers, fostered feuds, and turned our activists. They have let some of our bravest young men die on hunger strike. They have destroyed our homes, imprisoned our sons and daughters, and subjected our class to the cruel whip of neoliberalism. We remain unbroken and committed to our struggle for national liberation and socialism. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Just before we have a minute's silence, I'd just like to say there'll be refreshments provided in the coach inn at the entrance of the cemetery here. Okay, we'll have a minute's silence, please.